How's it going, guys? Wev here. I hope you're doing great. Welcome back to the channel. Today I want to share with you a preset that I put together, a Line 6 Helix preset that I put together for the Vola Guitar 2024 contest. I composed a solo and I thought it would be really cool to share with you the preset. But before we do that, let's take a look at the solo so you can hear the preset on a backing track. Okay, now let's go through the signal chain. I'm gonna go block by block so you can see what I've done there, okay? Let's start with the amp. So if you follow me here for a while, you know that the Placator Dirty is one of my favorite amps, if not my favorite amp in Helix. In Helix is one of those amps that you just select it and it sounds great. I mean, you don't have to do tons of things to it to sound great. And if you see, this preset isn't that complicated at all. I don't have a lot of things going on there. The first block in the signal chain is a noise gate, just to cut some of the noise. The second block is a tube screamer, just to push the amp a bit. And I like to think of it as using a real amp and a real tube screamer, you know, just put it in front of the amp just to push it a bit. So the gain is all the way down. I could put the level all the way up, but I don't think it was needed, so it's just halfway there, okay? The third block is the amp, which is the Placator Dirty. For the fourth block, I've got cabs, and I use dual cabs most of the time. I think you can get some pretty cool combinations there, and that's what I use at least 90% of the times. I'm always trying to use dual cabs and get different combinations. I think you can get some pretty cool results. And cab number one is the 2x12 Match G25 with a 47 condenser mic. And for cab number two is a 4x12 Greenback 25 with a 57 dynamic. For the fifth block, I've got a 10-band graphic EQ just to cut some of the frequencies that are not needed, for example, some of the low end, or boost some frequencies that I thought it was needed. And for delay, once again, I'm using the transistor tape. It's one of my favorite delays in Helix. I just think it sounds great. And for reverb, I'm using plate. Again, one of my favorite reverbs to use is plate. And of course, the delay and reverb, they're both in stereo. Now, I only left the amp, the cabs, and the noise gate on just for you to hear how that sounds, okay? I'll just play a few things. Okay, now I'm gonna turn on the tube screamer. If you hear it, just tighten things up a bit more. And now with EQ. As you can hear, some of the low frequencies are gone, but in a mix that actually helps so the guitar leaves space for other instruments like the bass and the kick drum. Now with the ambience, delay and reverb, I'll do delay first. now reverb. And I think that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the tone and this was useful in any way. If you want to download the preset, you can do so on my Patreon page. I'll leave the link in the description. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you're new here. And also, please let me know in the comments what you think of this preset. I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Take it easy.